Hello, today we're checking out the master plan. Since most of what I do every day is mastering, I was really honestly surprised by this one. It really sounds nice. Now, like any other tool, it doesn't sound good on everything, but it really sounds good, this one. And it can really make things loud, which is what it's actually saying on the main, the biggest button says loud. So just to run through this quickly, master plan is a limiter, but it has a lot more tools alongside the limiting. You do have a clipper on top of everything. So if you go overboard, it will engage the clipper and it will tell you, how much it is actually clipping. It will show it to you on the meter. Has all the metering you need. So the LUFS measured integrated short term, you have the true peak, you have the crest factor as well. So you can see everything you need to see in a limiter. And you can also check what your song would sound like on an S10, on a phone, alongside the loudness. What we do have is a lot of other tools. So we have an EQ, a 3-band EQ, the low shelf, high shelf, and we have the mids. Center frequency can be changed from low, which is at somewhere like 800 hertz. Mid is at 3K and the high is at 10K already. So that's already highs, but yeah. That's bell kind of boost, and the highs is a shelf, so you might need that. Alongside that, you have thick, is a kind of an analog saturation. You have clean, which applies an EQ curve, so it actually ducks down on a specific frequency, and you can select just how much. By the way, I've noticed that that curve is always kind of applied. So you can see the curve from that clean. It does have an EQ curve applied all the time, and you can see when I punch it in and just add more of it. So around 200 hertz, it just dips down, which is normal. It's that boxiness that you might want to take off. As I said, it does have that curve, a specific curve of its own. This limiter could become a multi-band limiter, and then you can control how much you want to limit with each one of the bands. It has the smooth, which is like an added glue compression. It has the calm, which is basically some notch filters being applied, and you can decide how much. So this is 0, nada, and then you can apply more of it. And also if you do ×2, it has like 4 of those notch filters at, I guess, those problematic frequencies that you can just tame, push down. And these are kind of the most common ones. As it says in the manual, the most common ones. And you have the tape, which does apply an EQ curve alongside adding, of course, more harmonics, the warm and the tight. They, alongside the different EQ curve, also have different kinds of harmonics they're adding. We also have the wide, which is widening the signal, and of course the loudness, the main knob, which adds more limiting. You can set your output right here, you can set your input right here as well, and we can do a bypass. We can listen to the limiter in unity, which is something that I really appreciate on all limiters, so I can actually hear the music with the limiting applied but without extra loudness, so that when I bypass, I just hear how much I've ruined the song or didn't ruin the song. I'm gonna play some music through this and let's see what this sounds like. So we're gonna listen to this in Unity, of course, to see what the difference is, like how it affects the music. So let's see what it's gonna sound like. Of course, without the tape, let's do everything flat. Okay. Let's push more. Now I can see on the LUFS meter that I might want more loudness. But now I get into, you see that clipper is, already reacting. So that's already too much. So I guess I can't get that much loudness out of a song that doesn't have as much information in the mids where the LUFS algorithm is actually measuring it. So we need more mids, and the balance in the song needs to be adjusted. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to get that loudness without ruining the song, actually trying to enhance it. So let's try that. This part of the song I think is the best for us to actually hear most of the synths and the heads and everything else. Definitely too much lows. tiny bit of bursting through, maybe even less of the lows, tiny bit of saturation. Let's try that too. Let's try a bit of tape. That was too much, of course. Do I need this? Do I need to smooth it out? Do I need to maybe push more on the lows than the rest of it? No, now it's no lows at all. And I think it's too many. It's too much highs. So this will definitely be it. This kind of EQ curve being added and applied. And already getting a really nice LUFS metering, even though the balance in this song should be adjusted with an EQ before this happens. But I really like this. It's already super loud, even without it. So having just one tool to make everything better, this would be it. Seriously would. I have to say, I have no affiliation with them. I have no affiliation with any plugin producer. I just want to check this out because I really like good limiters. And honestly, the last 10 years, they've been really ramping up with the quality and how much they can get stuff loud without you noticing, without squashing things too much, without actually ruining your song. So this sounds really cool. I'm going to reset this. Let's try to reset it to TruePick Quick Master. Let's try that and let's hear another song. Something else. Okay, this is too much. Too much highs. More mids. Don't really need this. Not sure if I need this either. It's too much already. Let's try it with the multiband. It's already too much, I can hear it breaking up. If I add some smoothness to it, maybe more saturation, let's see what that's gonna do. Yeah, that gets loud, it gets really loud. Gets really loud, louder than I would expect. without doing too much else. Look at that, that's -6 for short-term LUFS. It's not something that's unachievable. It just takes more effort with a combination of tools to get something that loud. Now, of course, you can get anything loud. The point is what it's going to sound like when it gets that loud. And I think this is doing a good job. If you don't agree, comment. If you don't like my stupid glasses, comment. Most of you are not subscribed, so please do. And if you like the video, give it a like. It would help the channel. If you don't know what I'm talking about half the time, check out my course at mixingacademy.com. That entire course is also uploaded to YouTube. See you in the next video. Bye.